Hey there everyone, it's Adi, and in this video I'll be showing you the easiest way to draw portraits. So you've been trying to draw portraits and something just feels off. And you've probably guessed what you're lacking already. It's placement. It's placement of the right stuff in the right places. The eye could be misplaced, the mouth could be misplaced, the size of the nose could be wrong, the size of the eye could be wrong. A million things could go wrong while drawing portraits. It's not easy, especially if you're just trying to draw portraits. So the method I'm going to give you, it's the grid method. It's basically a way to draw portraits with the right proportion and placement. So the first stage of the process of doing this is to prepare the picture. Now, to keep things simple in this episode, because it's the first episode, you're gonna wanna crop the picture you've selected to 1:1 ratio. And by the way, you could do this on your phone or your laptop. By 1:1 ratio, I mean keep it square. You could do it otherwise. It's just I'm trying to keep things simple. Once you're done with that the way you like it, then you're gonna wanna go to this website. So you're gonna go to this website called griddrawingtool.com. And then you're gonna upload your picture there. And then you skip all these steps and then add the number of grids you want. If you want this to look as perfect as possible, go for the maximum number of grids. Just don't overdo it because grids can be annoying sometimes. Just keep it to keep 8 grids along each side as max, because you don't want to be drawing too many grids. These grid lines are basically guidelines. You don't want to overdo them. So in the end, you hit download and get the picture. So the first stage is done. You have the picture ready. Okay everyone, welcome to stage 2. Now this time you're gonna actually want to use a paper and a pencil. What you're gonna have to do is draw the grid that you have on the picture onto the paper. An easy way to do this would be to divide the shorter side of the paper, the length of the shorter side of the paper, by the number of grids you have. So in my case, I have a total of 6 grids on each side. So in my case, the shorter side of the paper is 21 centimeters. So that divided by the number of grids, which is 6, gives me 3.5. So all I have to do is draw a square with 6 grids, each of side 3.5 centimeters. Make sure you're drawing the grid lines as light as possible and also in a way that you can see it, because these grid lines at the end of the day are just guidelines. You don't want them disturbing your final portrait. So even when I'm doing this, you can barely see it on the paper. Alright guys, welcome to stage 3. Now all I'm going to do is draw. So now we're actually going to draw the portrait. Now the reason we broke down the portrait into grids so that you can focus on one part at a time, getting one part right at a time. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit here on the left corner. I'm going to start from there. So As you can see in the reference image, on the left corner there's a grid with a little bit of her head in it, of her hair in it. So I'm just going to go to that left corner. So here we are drawing. So this part of the hair starts at the rightmost part of the grid, very close to the rightmost part of the grid, and then you're going to start there, and comparing it with the reference picture, you're going to want to end up halfway down below the middle of the grid. So that way you get close to an accurate replication of that part. So basically here we're using grid lines as a way to measure as to where to put them. So the more you do it, the more you get better at this, like any other thing. Okay, now that we're done with that part, we're gonna move on to the grid below it. And again, looking at the reference picture, we see that it's sort of a curve that goes down all the way to the bottom of this grid, and this time it meets somewhere a little bit right to the middle of the grid. And all I can say is repeat the same for all the grids. So I'm just gonna time lapse this part, and I'll see you at the end of it. Here we are, I drew the entire thing. Now it's not complete, right? Because as much as getting the outline right is important, there are also other stuff that make a portrait a portrait. You need to add values. But this is all already a step up. This will improve your drawings because structure is very fundamental to drawing anything. So you can add color or graphite on top of this, and you'll see the improvement in your portraits. In future episodes, I will be covering how you can add value and all that. I hope this video helped you, and good luck drawing portraits. Also, I have an assignment for you in the description below. I have 5 pictures you can copy straight away. They're already having grids on them, so I definitely recommend you do them if you're using this course to seriously learn drawing portraits. So if you are doing the assignments, you can post them on Instagram and tag me at @ADI_creates so that I can see it. Thank you for watching. See you in another episode.